Welcome back everyone. In the previous class we have learned about Python functions. Today we are going to learn one of the most important Python topic, which is string. So almost every program uses string because name, password, email, messages, address and even user inputs are all stored as string. By the end of the class, you will know how to access character, extract part of string, our useful string method, format text, professional, reverse a string, check if a string is palindrome and count a vowel in a string. So let's start today's concept. So let's start with the string. So firstly, what is string? So string is simply a collection of a character. Anything written inside a single quote or a double quote or triple quote is considered as a string in Python. By the way, triple quote is considered as a comment. So only single and double quote, uh, anything written inside them is considered as our string. So wait, let me cut this because triple R become comments as we know. So as you can see, Python is a string, our hello is a string, 1 2 3 is a string. These are the numbers, but there's a quotation, there are quotes outside of them, that's why they are string, otherwise they'll be integer. Okay, then there are some example that name equals to Abhi. So Abhi is our string. Print name, print type. So here it will print Abhi, and here it will print str because it's a string. Okay, now there's string indexing. So what do you mean by indexing? So indexing is like a position of a character in a string. So in general, in Python, its indexing start from 0. Not in Python, but in major of the coding, or we can say all of the coding, the indexing start from the 0, not 1. Okay, so it start like 0 1 2 3 4 5, not 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, and there is negative indexing also, from where we start indexing, from where we count start from reverse. So it will be like minus 1 minus 2 minus 3 minus 4 minus 5 minus 6. It start from minus 1, not 0, and it start from 0 from the front side and minus 1 from the back side. So this is the front indexing, this is the negative indexing. Now look, we have a word Python. The Python is a string, and we say print word 0. Now this is the way we tell our Python that which element, which index element we want, like 0. So if we indexing this, wait, so it will like 0 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so for 0 there is P, so our output will be P. For 1 we have Y, so output will be Y. For 5 we have 1 2 3 4 5, so N, so that's why the answer will be N. So this is how we can use indexing to print a single character from our string. Now some example from the reverse indexing, like minus 1, wait, let me write here my negative indexing also. Minus 6, minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1. Yeah, so minus 1 for N, minus 2 for O looks, it's like, so N is for minus 1, so minus 1 will be N. Now O, so O for minus 2, so that's why it print O. So this is how indexing works, and this is how we can use indexing in the Python. Okay, so now, so firstly I have a question for you guys. Why does Python start from 0? Like, why does its indexing start from 0? Think. The answer is because internally memory indexing start from 0. Almost in every programming language follow this rule. Okay, so you can remember this. Now we have another topic, string slicing. So slicing, so as we can think about the word slicing, so sometime we don't need the whole string. Okay, we only need a part of it. So for that we generally use slicing, string slicing. Okay, for example, think you have a string programming, but you just want a program, only that much string you want. So how will you do that? So you will use a slicing, like here's a syntax: string, then we have our brackets, square brackets, then start and end step. Okay, like how we use in range. Okay, so there is same here, like, okay, so string, start and step. Okay, now here's are some example. Here it is, like we have a programming, but we just want program. So how we will do? We will use our indexing here. Wait, let me do its indexing. 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 and 11 and 12. Okay, ing, yeah, like that. So listen, if we use print text 0 to 7, so it will move from 0 to 7 and 7 will be here. So it will just print program, as we can see. Now we say print text 3 to 8, it will move from 3 and move to 8, and it will be gram. Okay, gram. So that's how we use slicing. Here we have print text 6. So we know that when we don't write anything, it means there is a word 0. So that means start from 0, move till 6. So it will move like this: progra, and that's 0 to 6. Now 4 is 2, means move from 4 and to the end of the string. Okay, so it will move from G, prog, from here, ramming, it will just print ramming. Okay, now what does that mean? It means start from 0 to the end and take a step for 2, means leave 1 after you. So it will just print P, then O, then R, then M, then I, then G, like that. Now here is print text 0 to maximum -1, means start from 0 till the end, but print it in the reverse order, in the reverse slicing. So it will just print it reversely. Okay, so this is how slicing works, and this is how we use it. Okay, now let's move to the common string methods. Yeah, so Python already give us multi built-in method functions. Okay, specially designed for string. These are called string methods. Okay, so let's see some of them. So method are the built-in function with the strings. So like we have a string Python programming. Okay, and we say print name dot upper. So add it sound like upper, so it just make it uppercase. So look here, it become all in uppercase. Okay, now in dot lower, so lower means it will make it to a lowercase, so it all become lowercase. Then we have print name dot title. So how we write title? So the title have a first word as a capitalized and rest of them are normal. So as it will move that Python, the P is capitalized and the another P is capitalized, but else is small. Okay, then another one is Python name dot capitalize. So it will capitalize the first letter of the Python programming, not the second one, just first one. Okay, all right. So now we have our another one, that print name dot replace Python to Java. So what does that mean? That take a Python from a string and replace it to another, to Java. So now it will become Java programming. So now it will print us Java programming. Now name dot count. So count M. Here it is M. So it will count number of M occur in our string. So how many time M is occurring? Here it is 2 times. So that's why the output is true. Output is 2, not true. Now name dot find gram. So it will find gram from the indexing. Okay, like it will start from here. Wait, let me indexing this. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10. So see, gram start from here. From here you can see G start at 10th position, so it will show us that gram is starting from 10th position. That's why the output will be 10. Okay, then we have a start with Python, that it will check is our string start with the word Python. Is if it just shows true, else false. Okay, does it ends with ing? So as we can see, it ends with ing, that's why it just check and show us true, otherwise false. Then we have a important split, we use it a lot. Split, so what does split do? It will break a single how does split work? Let me tell you. The split break this into two different string and made it in a list. Okay, so that's how a split works. Basically it breaks one string and convert it into a list of two elements. Like here we have Python programming with the space, so wherever there is a space, it just break from here into them. Like we have Python programming is a good language. Let's take this. Wait, Python programming is the good language. So when we split, so it will give us Python programming is the good language. So how this is how it will print. Okay, now let's take a strip. So what does strip do? So strip does, like we have text as hello and there is space between them. As you can see, there is space in and after, so it just remove the we get space from the starting and from the end and give you the just string. Like it remove this part and this part and just show and give us only the hello. So this is what strip done and this is what our split done. Okay, so now we have a string formation. Okay, string formation. Suppose I want to print my name is Ajay. So how can I print? I'll just say that print my name is Ajay. Okay, but we have a new method which is f. Like we use f in it and we just I want to print my name is Ajay, so I will just print my name is in a string and then comma and a name. Like here I will show you it. Like I want name equals to, wait, name equals to Ajay, or we can say any input, not Ajay. Let's take a input. So if you want to print hello, or we can say hello, so how will you print? The print double quotations hello and then we'll name. Okay, this is how we generally do, but we have another way, like print f hello and then name. So this is the another way to print this, and this is called string formatting. Okay, now this is called a f string, is the easiest and a modern way of formatting string. Okay, now let's do some questions, like examples, so that you will understand this. Like name equals to Abhi, age is 19, and I'll just print f my name is name. Else how we can generally do that? Print my name is, then comma, then name. Okay, print I am age years old. Okay, mark equals to 95, print f, then double quotation, then name scored marks, itne marks. Like it will print name that Ajay scored 95 marks, like this. Okay, we have another method also, like print my name is, then double these brackets, then dot format name. but I think the first one is better. So you can use this, or you can like this print, then these years old, then format, then you can give. Okay, these are the three way of using formatting, but I think the first one is the best way. Now we have another reverse string. So as we can think about the name, that we have to reverse the string. So many coding interview questions have asked you to reverse a string. So then how will you do that? So for that, we first use a string as a list, and then we just reverse it like text. Then we will reverse equals to text, and then move from 0 till the end, and then -1 means start indexing from the reverse. So it will just start from NOHTB like this, and we get a reverse string. Same here, we have a word apple. So for apple, we just print word move from 0 till the end, and indexing from the reverse, and we get this alpa. Okay, so now we have palindrome. So what does the palindrome means? So palindrome means a word which a word that can move from the start. If we indexing it from the start, it will equals to the indexing from the back also. Like a word madam, like the word level, if you just read from the front or read from the back, you'll get the same word. Here we have race car, so it will race car also, even if you just read it like 0 1 2 3 4 or the -1 -2, it's always be same. So we done that question in the previous lecture also, where we have to make our function of palindrome. So I told you earlier also, but here it is the main topic. So how we do that, define palindrome text. If text equals to the text to the reverse of it, then it's a palindrome, otherwise it is not. So madam is a palindrome, python is a palindrome, no. Okay, so this is how python works. Then we have another topic, which is the count vowels. So how, so we know that, we all know what are vowels. So vowels are like a, e, I, o, u, we all know that. So we just have to count number of vowels occur in a string. Okay, let me tell you, we'll visit every character one by one using a loop, and then we will check if this character is a vowel. If it is vowel, then we will count it by +1, otherwise we will not. So this is the logic that we will find. So how we will find? Firstly, let me take a programming as a input from the user. So let's count how many vowel we have in it. So if we count, we have O here, we have A here, and we have I here. Okay, so we have 3 basically. Okay, yeah, we have 3. Or there is another one, we have 3. Okay, so 3 should be our output. So let's start our logic. So first we just say count equals to 0, that we don't have any vowel till now. For I in text dot lower, first what we have done, we just make all this to lower text. Okay, and then if I in IOU, what does that mean? I in IOU, like it will check if I is that it will move from P, R, O, G, like all of this. If any of the from A, E, I, O, U, then we will just count equals to count +1, that we will add 1, otherwise just move. So it will move to P, then R, then O, it will check O, and it will find that O is there, then it will +1, then R, then no, G, R, then A. For A it will check A is there, then it will add 1, then it will become 2, then M, then N, then I is also there, so +1, then 3, then N and G, and at last it will just print total value equals to count 3. So it will just print total vowels equals to 3. Wait, let me show you by running. Wait, yeah, here it is. Yeah, so you can see total vowel are 3. Okay, so this is our logic behind this, and this is how we do the questions. I hope you get that. Another example is word equals to education. Okay, so we will come here for the same, that first we will say that count equals to 0. So word equals to become education, so word will be education and count is now 0. So now for I in word dot lower, because if there is any upper then it will create a mess, so we'll just low. For I in AEIOU, then we'll check and then we will give the same answer. Wait, let me show you by running this code also. 5. So there are 5 vowels. Let's check. First one is E, then U, then A, then I, then O. So here are 5. Okay, that's why 5 is the output. So these are all the string, and this is how the string works. Now let's do some questions that will be helpful for you. Firstly, let's give a small recap so that you will just get it all. So firstly is string. So what are string? So string are the sequence of character enclosed by a single quote or the double quote. Okay, like Python hello 123. Then it's a string, and then we can, how we can print that, print name. Okay, normally, and how we can check its side, print type and then the name of the variable. Then we have a indexing. So what does indexing mean? Counting the number even from the start or from the last. From start it start from 0, and from the last it start from -1, like this and like this. Okay, then we have seen that how we use it, like word 0, so p1 means y. Then we have slicing. So slicing means to get a part from the string. Okay, how and what's the syntax of a string? Start, stop, step. Okay, so we will just like that, like we just want a program from programming, so we will just print text, start from 0 to the 7, and this is how we get a program from the program. These are the another we have seen. Then we have a common string method. So common string method are the built-in function that provided by the Python itself, so that we can use a string. So how many are there? There are a lot, like a upper to uppercase them all, a lower to lowercase them all, a title to make only the first one letter from the each of the word in the capitalize. Then we have a capitalize to just capitalize the first letter of the string. Then we have a replace to replace a word from another. Then a count to count a number of a word appearing in that string. Then to find, to get a part, or you want to find something, starts with either a number is start with this or not, ends with either a number is ends with it or not. Okay, then split means it will just break your string into a list of having those strings. Okay, then we have a strip that remove the space from the start from the end. Then we have string formatting. It's a way to insert a value inside a string. Okay, and how you do that? We do it like this, using f string. It's a modern way. So how we use f, then double quotes, and then in a curly brackets we just add our string. There's two more way, like this, my name is, and then curly bracket, and then we'll tell that format this, like this is and curly bracket is, and at last we'll just tell that format this and this as it. But I guess first one is much better. Then we have reverse string, that how will reverse the string. It's just simple, that you have to tell it that text equals to start from 0 till the end, and then indexing it from the reverse. For palindrome, you just have to check from the indexing that indexing from 0 to end and -1 to the another end is same. If it's same, then it's a palindrome, otherwise it's not. Then count vowel. For count vowel, we use our for loop to check it word by word. If it is present in the vowel, we just count 1, otherwise we'll just count 0. Okay, so this is the our whole string. Now we have practice questions that we have to do. Okay, without wasting time, let's start them. So first is print name using a string. Oh, that's too simple. So we will just take name equals to input, and we'll just print our name. So it will ask me for an input, so let's give me input subscribe. Wait, let's take a line. like, so our output will be like, okay, normal. Then we have a print the first letter of the string. So how we print the first letter? We will use a indexing. So let's take text equals to subscribe. So print text 0. So it will print the first character of our string, which is S. Wait. Oh wait. Yeah, now it's good. So it will print us S. Wait. What does happen? It will print us S. Okay. Then we have a print the last. For last we will wait. Let's take it. For the last, what we will do, we just say print text indexing from the reverse from -1, so that it will print the last one. E, subscribe. Okay, that print the first 4 letters. Okay, so for that we will use print text. We'll use slicing, starting from 0 to the 4, and step is not required. Subs, we got that. Then to reverse a string, so print text start from 0 to the end and -1. Subscribe from the reverse. Then we have we convert a string to a uppercase. So what was that? Print text dot upper subscribe. Now what's that now? To lowercase, print text dot lower. You can see subscribe. Then what we have to replace it now. So we will just say that print text, but we don't have anything now. So wait, print text dot replace subscribe. Wait, let's change this. Let's make a text equals to subscribe our channel. Let's make it string. Yeah, so we will just say that change subscribe to like. Subscribe to like, and we get that like our channel. By the way, don't like our channel, like our video. Okay, so then we have our another one that we have to count how many times we'll get A. So let's take something which have a lot of A. Let's take apple is only one. Let's take banana. What happened? We can use ENA. And now for using count, we will just say that print text dot count A. Wait, yeah, 3. There are 3 A, as we can say A. These are 3 times 3. Now we have to find index of G. We have to find index of N. Okay, so there are 2 N, so we just want the first N. So we will just say at print text dot find. Oh wait, let's give me an answer. If I write P, so what will be it? 0. Okay, but if I find N, so there are 2 N. So now what do you think? What will it give answer? it will give me 2. Why? Because the n is first occur here. Okay, but yeah, it's first occur here, but from inverse it will start it from here, but in generally we just index from the start. That's why it just give me 2, that here it is. Okay, now we have to check whether a string start with py. So for check it we have print text dot starts with ba, so true. Let's say ba, now it will be false. Now ends with, so print text dot ends with nan. So does it? So no, so it will be false. Now we have a reverse string using slicing. So we generally do it by this. So let's reverse a banana. So print text, then start from 0 till the end and move to -1. What happened? Yeah, BANANA. Okay, yeah. So now we have another one, the check a word is a palindrome or not. Okay, so for that we have to make a function. So we have, in previous class we have learned how we use function, how we build function. So we will use define function palindrome word, will take it. Now we just say that if word equals to, it's reversing, then print word is a palindrome, else print no palindrome. Okay, and then we will run this. Define, not define, print palindrome. Let's take a word. We have race car. So word is a palindrome because we know that the race car we can write RACECAR, so it will become race car. Command A, then this, it is, yeah. So here is our race car. Okay, so this is how you can use it. Okay, so I think you get that, how we palindrome. And now we have another one to check a vowel in it. So let's check, this is a good text I guess, so we can just uncomment this. So how we generally do that, we just check a word by word and then we'll raise a count. So count firstly equals to count equals to 0. Now for I in text dot lower, let's take text dot upper. There is no required that you have to do lower. Text dot upper, for I in, if I in, now what we have to do, we have to A E I O U, we just have to check in of upper because we have our string in uppercase. So if it is in A I O U, then count plus equals to 1. Okay, else print count and print count. So now it will check, wait, okay, we don't provide a space over there. For, oh, there are 2 I guys, yeah, that's best. So there are 10 number of vowels which are a, then I, then I, then I, then a. It's 5. Then I, then e, then I, then e, then e. So there are 5. So 5 in it and 5 in this. So how many? 10. And we got that 10. Okay, so we have done our practice question also. So now I guess we have to do some homework question, and then we will do a revision one more time. Okay, so let's start with our homework question. So first one is print every character using a loop. Okay, so how we will do that? Just a second. uh, hmm. Sorry for that. Yeah, so how we will do that? So we will have to check. So for that, let's take a string. So let's take name equals to Python. Okay, let's make it string. Yeah, guess it's good. So now we will do that. For I in Python, or in name, print I. Python. Okay, and print that. Okay, so another one is print a string reverse without slicing. Okay, so we will use for loop bar. So let's take name equals to our Python again. Wait, let me comment this. Now for I in name. Okay, so how will it do that? So we basically just do it like we will check and we will reverse it. Wait, and now reverse. Okay, reverse equals to our empty string. So now we will just use reverse reverse equals to I plus reverse, and then print reverse. Here it is. So what does we done? Like we just get a reverse and then we will reverse it. Okay, we take a word by word and then we just reverse. Okay, now count consonants. So what are consonants? So there are two vowels and consonants. So rest of the other letters are other characters are consonant. Okay, so for that we will just use, let's take some word, txt equals to Python programming. Okay, now for I in loop, okay, wait, co count equals to 0. Yeah, so if text dot lower, let's take it lower, lower. So if now we use the same as it, like if it is equals to, okay, so count text is okay. Yeah, so if is this, then count equals to count plus 1, count plus equals to 1, or we can say, yeah, and print, but there were not spaces. Wait, let's check it's dot lower, and if I is alpha, I is I, alpha is alpha. This is the way we can search that if a character is an alphabet or not. And I not an A, E, I, O. Okay, I hope you get that. So then we will count +1 and then we will print. Let's use F string here so that we can use all things. Consonant equals to I, or we can say count. So wait, what happened? Consonant equals to this, then we have this. For I and text dot lower is I alpha. Yeah, all it's right. Then what's the problem? That terminal. Wait. Let's do this. Simplify. What happened? Consonant equals to count. Still there's a problem. I thought I some for I in text dot lower. For I in text dot lower, what's wrong in this? I don't think there is any mistake in this. Oh wait. Okay, now I guess. Yeah, so consonant are 13. Okay. Then we have our another question. Count spaces in sentence. So for that we will use, let's take a text. Wait, text will be Python programming. So for I in text dot, not text plus, okay, and we will just take a count. Yeah, if I become space, then count plus equals to 1 and we'll just print count. So how many count? There's only 1, so 1. Now count word in a sentence. Okay, so let's take a sentence that Python is a very good language. Python is a very good language. Okay, so count equals to 0 firstly. Then for I in text dot, let's take a logo. Well, there is no need of this, but still okay. So firstly, how we can count that? So we have one thing that we can split this. Okay, yeah, we can use split function here. Wait, let me show you how. So words become equals to text dot split. So what will split do? Split will be, break this. Okay, and then we will just print words are len of words, length of that list. So 6. And what are those 6? Python is a very good language. Here are 6 words. Okay, so now one more palindrome. Let's do palindrome again because it is important, guys. Now this time we won't make a function, we'll do it directly. So text equals to, let's take our word level. Then if text equals to text -1, then just print palen, else print not. So it will print palen because it is palindrome, guys. Okay, now move to the next question, that reverse a string using a loop. Okay, so reverse a string using a loop, so we will have to reverse a string this time also. So let's take this, the text, let's take a text equals to Python. We have done Python. Let's take another word like sparrow. Okay, so for reverse, firstly make a reverse equals to empty, and for I in text, reverse equals to plus equals to I, and then just print reverse. So the output will be WA. Oh wait, why? Okay, wait, not this. I plus reverse. Now it will print the reverse. Look. Where so anything जो भी है. Count uppercase and lowercase. Okay, just we have to count uppercase. So let's make something which have both. So let's take another example of something. So let's take apple. A P E L. Or let's take a big word. Let's take a MacBook. MACBOOK. So we have both small words and capital word and the small. So we have to count both. So how will? Firstly, upper equals to 0 and lower equals to 0. Okay. Now for I in text. Now we don't use upper or lower because we want them. If I dot is upper, if a character is upper, so upper equals to plus equals to 1, we will count 1 upper. Elif, or we can use just else, lower plus equals to 1, and then we will just print upper R upper and print lower R lower. Yeah, so wait, what happened? For I and this, lower equals to this. For I and this, oh wait, small mistake. Yeah, so upper R 4 and the lower R 3. Let's check. So upper R A B O O. So there are 4 and lower R M A K, which are 3. Okay, so our Python works correctly. Now we have to remove all spaces from the string. So we have a direct, we can say, but that only removes. So we have strip, but it only removes spaces from the starting and the end. But we have to remove all. So let's take a text. Text is Python is a great language. Okay. Okay, so now we have to remove all the spaces. So for that we will just text equals to text dot replace. We will just replace spaces to nothing, and then we will just print our text. So now all spaces will be removed. As you can see, Python is a great language without any space. So we will move to the last question now, that we have to print each of them with its index. So that's easy, I guess. So let's take text equals to laptop. Okay, for I in text, or we'll take a range, a len of text. Now it will just then print I with text of I. So now it will print text and its look 0 with 1 1a, and you can get an index as well as its number. So this is how we our string works, and these are the question we have done. I hope you get it. So this is the way you have to learn all these things, and this is how we will help it help us. Okay, so I hope you get all the things. So we have some more question, but we will done here. We have homework question, but we already done here. So today we'll learn about a Python string, from indexing and slicing to string methods, formatting, reverse string, palindrome checking, and counting vowels too. Okay, practice this concept, so you will come to know that how each of the question have worked, and it will become easy for you. So in the next class we'll learn list, tuple, and dictionary, and these are the important topics also. So in the next class we'll learn about all of them, so be prepared for them. So for that, now I guess it's my time. So have a nice day guys, we will meet in our next class.